Hey, before the video begins, I just want to say thank you all for 200 subscribers. I might be a little bit late to the party, but don't worry about that. This isn't the 200 subscriber special. That's coming very soon. However, it might take a little bit longer than expected. Anyways, enjoy the video. Pac-Man World 2 is one of those games everyone played at one point but nobody talks about. Like, it seems like a lot of people have very fond memories of this game, and rightfully so. I remember playing Pac-Man World 2 a bunch as a kid, but whenever I thought about the game, I couldn't tell you anything about it. All I can remember is that I loved this game. But the question is, does it hold up by today's standards? That's what we're here to find out. Today on GlueGhost, we're talking about the early 2000s nostalgia memory hole that is Pac-Man World 2.
Let's get scratching.
Pac-Man World 2 was released on February 24th, 2002, developed by Namco Home Tech and published by Namco. This game is a direct sequel to the PlayStation 1 hit Pac-Man World, released in 1999. Of course, the first thing that we're going to talk about is the story. But don't worry, Pac-Man World 2's story is incredibly simple. 100 years ago, Spooky, the king of ghosts, was banished under a tree with the power of the golden fruit. But Binky, Stinky, Kinky, and Jeff steal the gold fruit to release Spooky from his prison, so ghosts can take over all of Pac-Land. So now Pac-Man has to travel through Pac-Land to get to Ghost Island and take the golden fruit back, to slam Spooky back under the tree and restore peace for all of Pac-Land. Along the way, Lanky, Manky, Cranky, and Paul try to stop Pac-Man with robot ghosts, a giant submarine, and a mechanical frog for some reason. But because they have holes in their brain, Dopey, Sneezy, Grumpy, and Bartholomew keep the golden fruit on them so Pac-Man can take the fruit once they're defeated. Those ghosts, what a bunch of dweebs. So Pac-Man takes the golden fruit, makes it to Ghost Island, kills a ghost tree, and chases Spooky back to Pac Village for the final fight. With the power of the golden fruit, Pac-Man turns into Super Pac-Man, which is just like golden. It's like Sonic. It's like Sonic! And he successfully beats Spooky, banishing him back under the tree. Pac-Land is saved. Alright, so the story is very simple. There's not a lot going on there. What makes this game stand out? Why are you making a video about this, you stupid man? Well, the real meat and potatoes in this game is the world design and gameplay. Pac-Man World 2 has 25 levels, spaced out between 6 different themes, with 4 stages each theme, as well as Pac Village, which is sort of like the tutorial level. That's where you start off with. Pac Village introduces you to the controls, which are about as simple as the story. You move around with the control stick, you press the jump button to jump, you press the jump button while you're in the air to butt bounce, you press the B button to rev roll, you press the B button in the air to air kick, and that's it. Oh, and you can move the camera with the camera stick, but only barely. The controls are very straightforward, but where it shines the most is how smooth they are. They feel, they feel really good. It's hard to explain through a video, so play the game for yourself and you'll see what I mean. It's like $8 on eBay. Pac-Man's journey through Pac-Land takes him through thick forest, treetops, frozen mountains, a volcano, underwater, and Ghost Island. Next, we'll talk about the level design. Now, the level design in this game is a little all over the place, the biggest problem being everything is closed off, which makes moving the camera difficult because it gets stuck on the walls and ceiling. Like, you can't really move the camera that well. Another problem with the level design is the inconsistent difficulty of traversing these levels. Like, one second you'll be bunny hopping like a king, the next second you'll be losing all of your lives over a sharp turn. Oh my god. Every level in this game has a bunch of things to collect, like dots, fruit, arcade tokens, and Galaxian flagships. Galaxian was an arcade game developed by Namco a long time ago. Sorry. Arcades are like going to play video games at a physical location instead of downloading them on your phone. Sorry, I know. Sometimes people just don't know, alright? When you collect a Galaxian flagship, you enter a bonus level where you have to complete a classic Pac-Man maze. Surprisingly, and rather disappointingly, the weakest part of this entire game is the bonus Pac mazes. For whatever reason, the controls just don't feel right. They're extremely floaty, which differs from the normally buttery smooth controls in the rest of the game. After every level, there's a little results bubble that shows you how many things you collected. Now, unfortunately, there's no like special hidden ending if you collect everything in the game, but it does add up to your final score, and you get a bonus arcade token that you could use at the arcade. There's an arcade in Pac Village that has emulated versions of Pac-Man, Pac-Attack, Pac-Mania, and Miss Pac-Man, as well as a jukebox and a concept art gallery. In order to access them, you have to collect arcade tokens, each game costing a certain number of tokens to unlock. There's also the ability to replay the bonus Pac mazes from the Galaxian collectibles, but you have to beat the maze before you unlock it in the arcade.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
My favorite levels are Blade Mountain and Haunted Boardwalk. Both of these levels are skating levels, the better definitely being Blade Mountain. Now normally ice physics would be the worst part of any game, but those two levels prove that it can be done right. It's really fast, high octane action, it's really exciting. Oh my goodness, the controls are so good. However, the worst levels are definitely Magma Opus and every water level. It's sort of near the end of the game where levels take a dip in quality. Aside from the Ghost Islands levels, the volcano levels up to Magma Opus are okay, but from Magma Opus all the way to Whale on a Sub, which is like the final underwater mission, it's really, really bad. Which is a shame because it makes the rest of the game look worse as a result. But overall, the level design is pretty good. It definitely has that early 3D platformer vibe going for it. Back when everyone wanted to make a 3D platformer but nobody knew what to do with the concept, so they just had the level designers go crazy and just go do whatever, alright? Just make sure that they can jump on it. There's the usual, you know, there's sharp geometry, rough edges, uneven platforms, and tiny platforms that you have to be frame perfect to land on instead of rolling off of them and falling down the stairs. Each themed area ends with a boss battle. The boss battles are kind of lackluster. I'm really disappointed because there's only like 3 types of boss battles in this game. There's Goofy's frog, which is a mechanical frog, but then there's just copies of the same giant robot ghost that flies around and spews blades or snow or fire at you, and you just have to like roll into it or bounce on top of the glass dome at the top. It's pretty boring. And the giant submarine. That one was just frustrating. They could have added a little variety in these battles, but I can forgive them because I can only assume that they were on a tight schedule, you know? You could tell because this game is very short. It only took like 3 hours to complete. Like this game was rushed, all right? Then of course is the final boss, Spooky. He throws giant fireballs at you that you have to dodge, and then he summons an avalanche. Your opportunity to strike is when he summons the avalanche because he stays still while he's, preparing the spell and has to charge and stuff. So you just jump kick at him. For a final boss, he was pretty easy to defeat. The robot ghosts were more difficult, but at least the music is a banger. Oh yeah, there's also the music. Pac-Man World 2's music is the main reason why I wanted to play it again, and boy does it deliver. Oh my goodness, even with the bad levels, I can still bop to the music. Oh my goodness, it's golden. And I can play the music on this video, so you've been hearing it this whole time. Whether it's bouncing around Bedoin Woods, relaxing by Pac-Dot Pond, zooming down Blade Mountain, or missing a sharp turn and plummeting into darkness in Magma Opus, this soundtrack is fire, as the kids say. When I was a kid, my mom played this with my older brother and I all the time. She still considers it one of her favorite games of all time. So, even with all of its flaws, even with the lackluster boss battles, the inconsistent difficulty, the weird level design, and even with that sharp turn, God, I still hold this game near and dear to my heart because my mom loves it and I love my mom. Hey, I'm pretty simple, alright? So to close things off and to give a final rating to the game, I give Pac-Man World 2 a big wave out of right on time. Good luck deciphering that one. Thanks for watching, and thank you for 200 subscribers. Big video coming soon, so don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that bell, and join my Discord weirdos. I post a bunch of updates there. As always and forever, until next time.